New Perspectives on Computer Concepts 2013, Chapter 8, Digital Media. In this video, you will learn about digital sound, bitmap graphics, vector and 3D graphics, digital video, digital rights management. Section A, Digital Sound. In this section, you will learn about digital audio basics, digital audio file formats, MIDI music, speech recognition and synthesis. The figures below illustrate the process of sampling a sound wave. Sampling rate refers to the number of times per second that a sound is measured during the recording process. A sound card is a device that contains a variety of input and output jacks, plus audio processing circuitry. The most popular digital audio formats include AAC, MP3, Ogg Vorbis, WAVE, and WMA. Audio or media player software allows you to record and play digital audio files. You can embed digital audio files into a web page using the HTML5 audio tag. Streaming audio plays as its file is downloaded. You can use audio converter software to change audio files from one format to another. Ripping is a slang term that refers to the process of importing tracks from a CD or DVD to your computer's hard disk. The technical term is digital audio extraction. Music is stored on CDs in a digital format called CDDA. During the ripping process, music in CDDA format is typically converted into a compressed format such as MP3, AAC, or WMA to reduce file size. MIDI, or Musical Instrument Digital Interface, specifies a standard way to store music data for synthesizers, electronic MIDI instruments, and computers. MIDI-capable sound cards contain a wavetable, or set of pre-recorded musical instrument sounds. MIDI does not produce high-quality vocals and does not have full resonance of real sound. MIDI music tends not to have the full resonance of digital audio. Use your interactive ebook to listen to these two sound clips and see if you can hear a difference. This figure illustrates how music composition software provides tools for entering notes, specifying instruments, printing sheet music, and saving compositions in formats such as MIDI. Speech synthesis is the process by which machines produce sound resembling spoken words. Text-to-speech software is one example of speech synthesis. Speech recognition refers to the ability of a machine to understand spoken words, usually using a form of speech recognition software. This figure describes how the Windows Speech Recognition Wizard displays short text passages. As you read each passage, the computer listens to the way you pronounce each word and stores it in your speech profile. Section B, Bitmap Graphics. In this section, you will learn about bitmap basics, scanners and cameras, image resolution, color depth and palettes, image compression. Bitmap graphics are composed of a grid of dots. The color of each dot is stored as a binary number. These figures describe various bitmap graphics formats. To scan an image, turn on the scanner and start your scanner software. Place the image face down on the scanner glass, and then use the scanner software to initiate the scan. The scanned image is saved in RAM and can then be saved on your computer's hard disk. This figure shows a digital camera and CCD. A digital camera's CCD converts the image captured by the camera lens into a grid of colored pixels, which are stored as bits. Digital cameras use storage medium, such as solid-state memory cards. You can transfer images using card readers, direct cable transfer, infrared port, media transfer, docking station, and email. Graphics software is used to modify or edit bitmap graphics. You can modify individual pixels to wipe out red eye, erase rabbit ears, and retouch photographs. Bitmap graphics require a bit of storage space. Image resolution is expressed as the number of horizontal and vertical pixels. Higher resolutions contain more data, resulting in larger file sizes, and are higher quality. Bitmaps do not have a fixed physical size. The file size of bitmaps can be reduced by cropping. Bitmaps are resolution dependent. When you increase the resolution of a bitmap, pixel interpolation may occur, and some images may appear pixelated. Color depth is the number of colors available for use in an image. Monochrome bitmaps have only one color. Increasing color depth to true color, 24-bit bitmap, or 32-bit map increases file size. Color palettes, such as grayscale, system, web palettes, are used to control color depth. The figure on the left illustrates how a color palette is a subset of all possible colors. Each color in the palette is numbered, and its number points to the full 24-bit RGB red, green, blue value stored in the graphics file header. The values in the lookup table are shown in decimal notation. Converted into binary, a decimal number such as 255 would require 8 bits. In the figure on the right, the Windows System palette, shown on the left, and Web palette, shown in the right, are usually provided by graphics software. Image compression is any technique that recodes data in an image file so that it contains fewer bits. Lossless compression and lossy compression are examples of image compression. Run length encoding and file compression utility are examples of lossless image compression techniques. File compression utilities, such as open source 7-zip, shown in this figure, zip one or more files into a new compressed file with a .zip extension. This figure shows how the Send to menu option can be used to create a zipped folder containing compressed files. Section C. Vector and 3D Graphics. In this section, you will learn about vector graphics basics, vector to bitmap conversion, vector graphics on the web, 3D graphics. Vector graphics contain instructions for recreating a picture. Vector graphics resize better than bitmaps. Vector graphics usually require less storage space than bitmaps. Vector graphics are not usually as realistic as bitmap images. It is easier to edit an object in a vector graphic than an object in a bitmap graphic. To draw a circle, select the Filled Circle tool and then drag the mouse pointer to indicate the circle's location and size. A color palette allows you to select the circle color. After you create the circle object, you can move it and change its size or color. You can also create irregular shapes for objects, such as clouds, by connecting short line segments. Rasterization superimposes a grid over a vector image and determines the color for each pixel. Tracing software locates the edges of objects in a bitmap image and converts the resulting shapes into vector graphic objects. SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics, and Flash are vector graphic formats for the web. Some advantages of using vector graphics are consistent quality, the ability to search, and compact file size. 3D graphics are stored as a set of instructions and contain locations and lengths of lines forming a wireframe. Rendering covers a wireframe with surface color and texture. Ray tracing adds light and shadows to a 3D image. As illustrated in this figure, 3D graphics are based on a wireframe, which can be rendered into a bitmap image that looks three-dimensional. In this section, about digital producing a binary number. Footage for digital videos can be supplied from a digital source or from an analog source that requires conversion. This figure shows how creating digital video requires a few fairly simple steps. Use digital or analog video camera to shoot video footage. Digital video cameras store footage as a series of bits. Analog video cameras store computer several for transferring digital video. At least DRs. And compression ratios can have an effect on the video. Video or streaming video. YouTube is a video sharing website that encourages members to upload, view, and rate video clips. On today's web, most videos are embedded in web pages so that they appear to play in place. The HTML5 video tag supports several video formats, but it does not designate a common video format for all HTML5 compliant browsers. There are several ways to reuse and share videos that you find on the web, such as video sharing sites, emailing videos, social networking sites, and blogs. This figure shows how YouTube provides source code for embedding a video into your own web page or sharing links on Facebook, Twitter, and other social networking sites. You can incorporate digital video menus using DVD image computer before you be aware of whether you're using a recordable you will learn about e-book media or simply content and television shows. They can use it on multiple devices at a convenient time and place. Illustrates how time software. Authentication is a form of digital that allows content to be accessed only by authorized. A digital wallet, an image or a content, verify and control. 2000 and 2000. The recording